Take a look at this picture. Auntie Cleo from Outer Worlds 2. Who's the first person that comes to mind? Dylan Mulvaney is my guess. That was certainly my first instinct when I saw this small and then clicked on it. There's a bigger picture, and yeah, it's still Dylan Mulvaney to me. That being said, this article has nothing to do with that. I just thought it was a weird fact. The Outer World 2's Auntie Cleo has a lot in common with one of gaming's best villains. Now, I thought with this picture it would have been Mr. House from Fallout New Vegas. No, it is apparently actually Handsome Jack from Borderlands 2. Now, I will say, Borderlands 2 Handsome Jack is actually a fantastic villain. A fantastic villain. And if you had listened to the commentary that was a part of Borderlands 2, you'll know why he was a great villain. A great video game villain is not the same as a great movie villain, or a book villain, or a TV series villain. A video game villain is in fact usually not necessarily a great character. It's something that motivates you. And generally speaking, this is done most effectively through just being an asshole. This is why Handsome Jack was a great villain. He was not written with like an incredible character arc. You didn't care about his backstory. You cared that he was an asshole. You cared that he was a dick. And that made you hate his guts. And he would come in, chime in over the comms, and he would say, "Oh, hey, Butt Stallion, hey, come over here." Yeah. You know why that worked? It's because it's a video game. It's 40 hours. I'm shooting hundreds of random, mobs to get guns, and then I'm going into my menu and I'm checking out which one of these guns costs more. Is the number here bigger than this number? Will this make my DPS higher? It's an enormous amount of drudgery. Now, it's fun drudgery. It absolutely is. But it is also not something that is motivated by a villain. Okay? John Wick gets his dog killed. In a 2-hour span, it makes sense for his vengeance tale, and you're motivated. You have that in your head. After 20 hours, where I'm able to play, 4, 5, 6 hours a day because I've got, life stuff to do, guess what? I don't remember my dog's name from 4 days ago, okay? Because I had to deal with my job. I had to deal with my boss. I had to deal with this kind of stuff. I don't remember why I'm doing this. I'm going in here to craft knickknacks at my, workshop table. I'm in here to, make canteens from leather. I am selling things at the store. I don't care. I know that it's supposed to make me really invested in this story, but I knew that dog, my daughter, my whatever, for like 5 minutes in game. Come on. You're expecting that to drive a 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 100, 120 hour story? No. No. No, 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 no. It's not going to happen. No. So, Handsome Jack works because every couple hours he chimes in and you go, "Oh yeah, I hate this guy. Ah, what a dick. I hate him." That's all it needs to be. Because the gameplay, that needs to stand on its own. And, I think we've had enough games to be able to say, we know how to do that. If you're a decent game developer, you know how to make a game have gameplay that is engaging and is fun to play. Okay? So the villain needs to complement that. If you have a massively, totally story-focused game that is entirely narratively driven and has no engaging combat and you can write a villain that's a character that has motivations that resembles the great villains and characters of books and movies times past. You can do that. For video games that are The Outer Worlds 2, in which you're going to be spending tens, dozens of hours, possibly 100 hours, playing a game where you're just going through random places, you're meeting dozens of characters, you're listening to hundreds of hours of dialogue. You need someone that is super simple, That's what you want out of your villain to drive this story is you want a very understandable, very immediate emotional drive. So, is Auntie Cleo going to be like just some bitch that you just like I just hate her every time she comes on. I hate her guts. I want to find her so I can put my gun that shoots lightning into her face and say shut up. That's basically what you need. Now, are they going to do that? Ooh, Obsidian Entertainment? I don't know. I don't know, man. If this was a dude, if this was a main character, a man character, male character, maybe you could do that. It's a female character, so I don't know if they're gonna have the guts to do that and just make her super unlikable. Uh, so it's possible, but it doesn't seem like it. My guess is they're gonna try to make her a very complicated character. The Outer Worlds secret level Amazon Prime episode certainly kind of did make her out to be that. Uh, I don't really need nuance in my video game villain. In fact, usually it's like kind of annoying. It's like, are these supposed to be bad guys? Because I just like straight up probably offed 1,000 random mooks who, if I'm thinking about it, oh man, they were just doing this to get some caps together to feed their daughter, or they're like, no, dude, come on. It's supposed to be a simple black and white. You know, you can have shades of gray in your dialogue choices and these things, but in general, it's shooty shoots. And I'm looking for equipment that's cool. And that's the game. That's Outer Worlds 2. I don't remember Outer Worlds having like an incredibly engaging character storyline. I remember I got bored. I was playing it on stream on Twitch and I was like, I'm not enjoying this. This is boring. I want to play something else. And dropped it, uninstalled it, and didn't look back. There are better like first person shooter RPGs. I don't think Outer Worlds was like a great example of these things. So, a lot in common with one of gaming's best villains. I hope so. That'd be great if they rediscovered, pre 2016 video game storytelling techniques that are proven effective and good. I would love to play a game like that. Like, again, a pre 2016 video game? Yeah, sign me up. Are you going to do it? Do you have the people? I unfortunately doubt it. But I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for your time and attention. Good luck in all your endeavors. Farewell for now.